Okay, we've come up with another swing trade idea at greatstockpicks.com. Now, generally, most of what we do is based on intraday trading and going to cash every night. So this isn't something that I normally do, but I'm trying to expand part of our service and get into a few swing trades. Our latest one was ZAG. If you followed along on that one, we got about 10% in a few days. And the latest one that's caught my attention is JVA. It's called Coffee Holding Company. I really like the chart. I've got some notes here that I'll go over in just a minute. You can see the resistance way back here at 8. When it finally broke through, I mean, just went crazy all the way over 30. Now, am I expecting that kind of a move? No. But what do I like about it? It held support at 8 back here. And look at this bounce, by the way. And I'm going to go into why this thing makes such nice moves when it does move in just a bit. But, I mean, from 8 to 14, that's well over 50% in about a week. Got a lower high again, but again, back here at 8. What, about 3 weeks worth of support? It really holds this 8 nicely, and volume starting to come back in, and it's starting to break out of this little trend line, downtrend line here. And back here, you can see 12 was support, 12 was resistance here, support here. So 12 is a significant number. I'm looking for, doesn't mean it has to happen, hopefully a move back to 12, and that's a very nice percentage gain from this area. Now on Friday, we started accumulating. That's how we do our swing trades. We buy small and actually look to add bigger if it goes lower. Okay, and so that's what we did. We have a 30% position from our call in chat on Friday with an average around 880. Okay, we still have 70% dry powder to finish adding, hoping this thing to visit the 820 area. Maybe Monday sometime next week, where we can have a bigger position down there. So I'm looking hopefully to get an average in the mid to low 8s on this thing. With a worst case stop, maybe in the 770 area. So we're looking at, if that pans out like that, a 50 to 75 cents per share risk, and maybe $3 to $4 a share profit potential. So I like the risk reward here. I like the support at 8. And what I like most now is the potential for an explosive move. And here's the reason. You see up here, 3 million shares in the float. That's that's just a crazy low float. And 1/3 of that, about 1 million, is held short. Okay, it's a pretty good combination. I've taken this picture straight off of Yahoo Finance share statistics, just to show you where I got my shares or my numbers from. My drawing tool going here. So that's where I got it from. I can't say that they're for sure right, but it's pretty astounding if they are. You can see shares short, 1.1 million. Look at this float, 3 million. 3 million. So 1/3 of that, actually more than 1/3, is held short. And with a float that low, crazy explosive potential. Much more comfortable thinking long here than I am short because, just imagine if you were short down here at 8 and had to endure a move to 14. So I like the fact that this has broken this little trend line here. Volume starting to come back in. I think earnings are on January 30th, so it's about time maybe to start a pre-earnings run. A lot of things going in our favor here. Let's see my little notes here and see if there's anything I left out. Okay, I talked about all that. So that's my idea. We will probably follow up with a video next week if we add. I'll try to maybe use Twitter. If you follow us on Twitter on our homepage, greatstockpicks.com, that's greatstockpicks with an X. If you're not following me, there's a link there to follow us on Twitter. And I'll try to use that if I add another chunk here, Monday, Tuesday, or whatever. 30% in right now, looking to add 70% more. Remember, now this is important, and this is what I teach our members, a 100% position is an amount that you've decided you can live without the money on 100%, okay? Because a swing trade, anything can happen overnight. I'm a big fan of going flat every night, so swing trades are different for me, and you've really got to think about position size. So what does that mean? If you're comfortable holding 1,000 shares total, okay, and you're comfortable, that'd be what, if you get let's say you get an 840 average out of this thing, that's $8,400 that you can live without. I've never seen in all my trading, I've never seen a stock open at zero the following day. And again, this company's been around since 1972. So, but you always have to prepare for anything. So pick your position size wisely, and that's what I teach our members. And our first buy, well, I've broken it down into units. Our first buy was Friday, I think at 890 something, and that was 1 unit. What does that mean? 10 units is your full position that you're comfortable losing the entire amount. It's a smart way to trade when swing trading, going by the tenet that anything can happen. Our second buy was 2 units in the 875 area, so I think we've got an 881 average with 7 units still to go. So my next buy will be 3 units, okay, and then my last buy will be 4 units. It's exactly what we did with ZAG. Our first buy was $7. We ended up with a 665 average, and I think our average sell was in the mid 730s. Ended up being about a 10%. Some of our sells were up in the 780 area, I think, from an average of 665. So I like the scaling in, something I never get to do when day trading. I never scale in and average down when day trading because it's just far too dangerous. Swing trading, using the position size parameters I gave you, I'm perfectly comfortable doing that. So there's a difference on an overnight hold for us. All right, I'm going to wrap this up then, but keep JVA on your radar. Could be an exciting move in the coming week or two. All right, have a good weekend.